Okay, well, for my understanding your communication activity, the three things that I want to talk about are honestly number 5. First, let me say that I totally misunderstood this assignment. I started to just type an answer to 3 questions, and that was wrong. So here's my husband coming in to say hi, wondering what I'm doing.
Hey, what's up?
So everybody can say hi to him. So number 5, what is the best thing about social media? And I'm going to kind of hit on how I answered this. First thing I think is we all have those people who we went to school with, which myself, I was in high school 20 years ago, as you can see, that you don't see anymore, that you would like to stay in touch with. There's also those family members that might move out of state or out of town, which actually my husband and I hope to do at some point in our life, hopefully within the next 4 years. You also have a family that's here maybe that you just don't see a lot. I think social media is a great way to keep in contact with those people. You can know about their life, what's going on in their life, children, marriage, or you can chat with them via Messenger. Social media is a great way to keep in contact with everybody that you might not see on a regular basis. Second part of that question, what's the worst thing? Well, we all know that you have those people who are drama filled on Facebook or social media. You've got those people who have met people and been unfaithful to their spouse or their significant other. You've got those type of people. So it's an environment where you can hide things, you can have secrets, which is not necessarily a good thing. It's a bad thing. How do I see social media changing and evolving over the next few years? I think that's a good question. I don't really know where social media is going to go. I think there maybe would be another site maybe that is introduced to the media. But I think it's going to end up being the exact same thing as really what Facebook is. You've got Snapchat, we've got Instagram. I don't really foresee a new site or anything really evolving into really any more than what it really is presently with the social media sites that we have. I could be wrong. And maybe some of you that are in my group this week have a different thought on that. I just think it's, what really more can it be? I don't know. And maybe that's just me being almost 40 years old and thinking I'm not real savvy on social media, to be honest. I look at things and post posters and pictures, and that's really it. I'm not real up to date with all of it. So my second question, that was one of my favorites. A misperception that people have had of myself. Well, that's an easy one for me. I get a lot of people who are intimidated by me. I think I'm a mean person. I'm really not. I'm very strong-willed. I expect a lot out of people. I've hit on my kids a lot during this semester because they're one of the main things that come to mind for me with everything. Really, this communication class has really helped me to think of how I do deal with my kids on a communication level. And I think that this class is really going to help me to deal with them differently. I have 6 children. My husband and I are a blended family. So he had 4, I had 1, and we have 1 together. So we've got quite the hodgepodge going on with our kids, but we're all one big happy family, and I could have never imagined anything different with my life. So kind of went off on a little bit different direction there, but I think my stepkids, when they first got to know me, thought I was mean. It probably was hard. I'm a lot different than their mom. as well as people at my work and my children's friends. A lot of times I'm told when people first meet me, I come across as very intimidating. Like I said, I'm very strong-willed, and I like things a certain way. I respect others, but in turn I expect to be respected as well. I have very high expectations of people, not just my family, but my friends and coworkers, and I just feel that there is a certain way that people should be treated and how you should be treated, and I guess that's why I come off as intimidating and mean of sorts, because I don't put up with garbage, we'll say. So that's why I think they perceive me as that, as well as a misperception of myself that others seem to have from the get-go. But once they get to know me, they realize I've got an enormously huge heart. I would do anything for anybody. I'm not mean. I just do expect a lot out of people that I know and love, and that's really all it is. And I am one of those that 9 times out of 10 I'm going to treat you better than what you treat me, but I do really expect and will not allow myself to be treated in a bad way, I guess, if that makes sense. Okay, so number 10, a few quick things about myself. My biggest goals in life: to be a great example for my kids, to teach my kids that they can achieve anything that they put their mind to. The sky's the limit. I am here to back them 100%. I am, like I said, I'm 39 years old, almost 40, and I am just now finishing up the 2 classes I have left to get for my criminal justice degree. I started school late when we had Macy, who is our youngest daughter. She is now 10. I took a couple semesters off, dropped 2 classes because we had a family emergency and my son's father had passed away, so I dropped some classes and always told the kids and my husband and myself that I would finish school, get my degree, and eventually, once we got my son through the issues that he had and helped him to grieve and to deal with his father passing away, and I think that me hopping back into school and showing the kids that when you have a goal, you follow through with that goal and it can be done, is going to teach them that, you know what, Mom can do it, we can do it. That's my biggest thing, is to show my kids that to follow your goals, your dreams, and to make your life exactly what you want it to be. Second part of this question: an important life lesson that I can share with our class. I guess the main thing is, when life knocks you down, to always get back up, no matter what life throws at you, and just show everyone and everything that you're stronger than that lesson and you can do this. I've had a lot of knockdowns, if you will, throughout my life, a lot of hard times, a lot of rough things that have happened, but all you got to do is just pick yourself up, prove to everyone that you are stronger than that issue, that problem, and just go for it and do your best and just overcome all those struggles. I know that y'all can do it, and I've been there, I've done it. My husband and I together, we still are there at times and figure out how to get through it, and that's the best thing you can do. Okay, and the last part of the question: the most important thing I've learned so far about communicating with others. This class has really taught me, I'm going to go back to my kids again with this. Everybody communicates so different. I love each and every one of my kids so much, but I really never thought and realized how different we all communicate until this class.